Hill TV, keeping you in the know.
الوقت يدعو مصلحا ومجددا فارموا بنظر طاهر وجنان
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Once again, Abla viewers of Hill TV, Samir Basir. We welcome you once again to yet another episode of this Sambo broadcast as we bring you live updates of what's happening down here in Mbarara. I told you for me I'm live in Khuddamul, main campus of Science and Technology. This the branch of Mbarara University of Science and Technology where engineers are mainly found. So where we're standing right now is the main library, and they are carrying on an exhibition, an innovation exhibition, just as I told you earlier on. What are they exhibiting? They are exhibiting their projects. You see, in the final years of students at the university, they tend to come up with projects. Most especially these science students, they tend to come up with projects. These projects try to exhibit what they've been studying over a period of time. But just as I told you when we were down at Mbarara Science of Technology, where the medical students are found mainly, we were approached by one of the elites of the university requesting us to be part of this exhibition as well. So we are split into two. We have brothers in the medical bit of it, medical branch of Mbarara University of Science and Technology, and we are here at the engineering bit of it, Mbarara University of Science and Technology, Khuddamul, if I'm not mistaken. So what are we exhibiting? As usual, we're exhibiting Jamaat literature, just as you see behind me. I'll be joined by one of my brothers briefly to take us through what are we exhibiting. But we have a number of literature. So this literature usually helps us a lot. Whenever students or individuals come in, they go through book by book, asking questions about what each and every book is teaching. And during the process of explaining what each and every book is all about, we try to introduce the message of Islam, Ahmadiyya, because you cannot reach a book like Revelation, Truth and Rationality, and then you don't hear of the fourth Caliph. Somebody will be inquisitive and will ask, who is the fourth Caliph? And at that very moment, that's when we start talking about the Promised Messiah, and then system of Khilafat, how does it come about, reaching to the fourth Caliph. So these books help us introduce the message, and in these exhibitions, because this is the sixth of its own kind, in these sort of exhibitions, we've managed to get converts. Our current study of Majlis Ahmadiyya is a product of this Mbarara University AMSA exhibition. Our National Secretary of Finance of Jamaat Ahmadiyya Uganda, Brother Abdul Hakim Kwanga, is also a product of these exhibitions. So these exhibitions are a core, just as I told you yesterday, they are a core tool of Tabligh for the Ahmadiyya Muslim Association in the elites of universities. It's not only held in Mbarara because we have AMSA Association. AMSA is Ahmadiyya Muslim Students Association. Chapters in all universities. You have AMSA Chambogo, you have AMSA Makere. Now this is AMSA-MUST, which is Mbarara University of Science and Technology. Just as I've been telling you always. So briefly, I would try to take you through a number of literature. Njakuba negatiwako muganda wange yomu ku abo ba volunteers betwaze nabo. abagezaako okuyisaamu abantu. Eri wali abalala Sheikh Hakim Rajab ne basheikha abalala bagezaako okunyola bali abalala bali eri. Naye wano ngambye twa split nze in batwadde tables ez'enjawulo. Tulina tebe eno ejiddeko ndaba Qur'an njereere ne bana yaffe mujaba ne tulina n'eri tebe endala erijola ku mukono gwange ogwa ddyo eriko ebitabo eby'enjawulo ebyogera ku nsonga eza bulijjo, social issues. So njaba negativako muganda wange briefly Oishtiwa. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Otokwegatako.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Oishtiwa amanya
Abdurrahman Masadde.
Abdurrahman Masadde. Mbadde nsaba briefly otufuneko ku bimu ku bitabo bino bye tulina mpola mpola ng'ojja otunyola no kino kiri about this tulaga abalabi baffe bamanye exactly what are we exhibiting. So okutandika maybe neno banji abyenga Quran ekitiibwa.
This is the Holy Quran.
Yes sir. Oishtiwa.
Mu Luzungu, translated mu Luzungu nga bw'ogiraba. So for exhibition naye n'okutunda zitundibwa eno so eba ya mitwalo ena naye so tulinawo ne Arabic.
Balinawo ne ya Arabic eri gyabalaze ebadde ya luzungu lwereere naye alinawo n'ey'oluwarabu olwereere yammwe abalugha naye nga kakava kalabika bulungi erabika bulungi ya Rabbi kasufu
kakusikiriza n'okusoma gwe omulabi naawe ayagala okugula so eri bweti.
Yes sir. Wow. Yena yakateekateeka muganda wange yakawa obudde Allah noba tolina mutima kusoma Qur'an muganda wange nkubuulira otunda Qur'an yene kusikiriza okubeera nga ate olaba empandiika yaayo is very very clear, very very clear. Noye yakava buvimu ya Saruno olabira ddala ebigambo nga birabika bulungi zivayo bulungi harufa sokuzisoma nazaatuza bulungi tatafunye obuzibu bwonna. Yes sir. Yes sir. Ng'ovudde kweno Qur'an y'olwabulo kamuyinamu Qur'an ezirina tafsir.
Ya tafsir eziri neziri ku exhibition eri gye twasookeddeko so twazireseeyo naye nga wano tulinawo za actually za different languages ennimi ez'enjawulo. Yes sir.
Faransa, Luswahili,
China n'Oluswahili. Yes sir.
So since muze ku university y'abayivu muze ne Qur'an ez'ennimi ez'enjawulo mulimu ey'Olunyankole.
Eyo teriiwo mukama wange.
Temunafuna ya Lunyankole kasoze mwina ya Luganda meleko eno
Arabic ze tulinawo so far. Different languages.
And then go to the Quran oyinawo ko kubitabo birala tulaberabeko ndaba kino ekitabo ekinene kino
Revelation in nationality kikwatagana ku bya era abayivu mulimu biology n'ebirala n'ensi yonna engeri gyevudde omuntu gyavudde okuva eri ku eyo yonna okutuuka wano waali mu Stone Age, discovery ez'enjawulo n'ebyeddiini n'ebirala era kiri bwe kiti. So this is a library copy naye eno yo tetundibwa. Yeah, right now osobola okukola order naye right now eno yo tetundibwa.
Oba okoze order kino kibeeranga mu mmeka?
Kino nakwesooka kwebuuza naye nga kiri mitwalo 15 mukama wange.
Era okirabira ddala era abalabi baffe oba okyetegeeza when you take a closer look onto this book it's quite big. But to elaborate and let me try to make it clear to you. These books are not sold with the intention of making money. It's usually money used to print these books that asked from you to take them. Oba okyagala kino kitabo tekitundwa ssente mbu nnyingi kasoda nga sente lese ziri mitwalo 5 ng'omanyiza sente ziba zikozeseddwa okukiprintinga probably naye tekitunda with the intention of making money. Si byakutunda eno knowledge ya busiraamu egabwa bugabwa tetugitunda kufuna sente. So jamufunako ekitabo ekirala ndowooza mpola mpola tuconnectinga ne brother waffe briefly tujaba tuconnectinga ne brother Mufumba. I told you we'll be connecting with our brother Salim Mufumba. Is in Mbarara University of Science and Technology, the medical branch gye tubeera ne doctors abangi. So I wanted him to show me a few books connecting now, but just as I told you, we'll be giving you exhibition this side and the exhibition the other side where you have a number of scholars who are taking students through the different literature. So ate kino kyo
ekitabo kino kya swala so eno ekyo kya Luzungu. So yenna ayagala okubiyiga nga tamanyi Luganda oba n'olulimi olulala asobola okukozesa Oluzungu n'abisoma n'abitegeera. Kyo kiri mu version eno. This is a new version actually.
New version.
And a new version.
Kalabika bulungi nako.
Yes, sir.
Kono akomu kano you sell the book.
Ko tukatunda.
Mukatunga kasese
Kano kaba ka mutwalo go.
Chenkugambye obutawo kalaba kanene kali well branded and the quality itself, it's a UK quality. Si Uganda quality, si yakunase no UK quality. Ne mu bulungi bwako olanga katawa kalungi nnyo era situyo bakatonda busente butono nnyo just mutwalo. That's the money used to print these books that is requested from you, our beloved viewer, in case you want to buy this book. It's not sold with the intention of making profits, but it's sold with the intention of spreading the message and spreading this knowledge to all our beloved viewers, and not only our viewers, but each and everyone who might be interested. We are at Mbarara University of Science and Technology, and just as I told you, they're having an exhibition, and briefly we'll be showing you what's taking place in the exhibition. And so, just as I told you, in case any of the attendees of this event would like to take a book, we give it to them at just a printout fee. The money used to print these books is what we request from these beloved attendees, in case they need such books. Yes, sir.
So tulinayo n'ekitabo kino kitabu swala kyo kya Luganda. So enebadde version ya Luzungu eno. So eno y'Oluganda. Oyo yenna amanyi olulimi Oluganda oba nga tasobola soma Luzungu oba olulimi lwonna ky'Oluganda weekiri. So kino kyo kya 50 okwawukana ne kiri. Yes, sir. So tulinawo our teaching. Sorry. Tulinawo our teaching. Tugina mu version y'Oluganda. Mu Luganda baba bagita enjigiriza yaffe. Nga kawandiikibwa Hadhrat Mirza Ghulam Ahmed alayhi salam. So the founder of Jamaat Ahmadiyya. So kano ka Luzungu era ko ka 50 n'aka Oluganda kaba ka 50.
Ndowooza mukala abantu abalayi baffe abahiyutivi ng'embagambye butawa bunene. You can imagine such a book with huge knowledge, a lot of knowledge. It's like a sea of knowledge, but just being given out to you at just 5,000, not even more than $2 USD. It's just $1 USD and some few cents. Katoka nsense bakatunda, so oba busente just waka printing, so that tuzawo copy nomulala alinga gwoba aketaze aberenga akatwala naye tetukatunda with the intention of making profits. I just wanted that to make that clear to our beloved viewers abali eyo. In case you may need such books, better you can reach out. In our comment section is open. You can reach out to our comment section. In case you need such books, we can always find a way of getting them to you. Atekan.
So we have this, budget contemporary issue. Islam response to contemporary issues. So yawandiikibwa Hadhrat Mirza Tahir Ahmed Khalif alayhi salam. No, radiyallahu anhu, sorry. Nga ye Khalifa okuna. So kino kifana bwekiti.
Kanakoka is Islam's response to contemporary issues. Ya buddamu butya ensonga eza bulijjo. Mwogera ku polygamy, mwogera ku economic system of the world. How does Islam tackle such issues? Khalifa atwala obudde bwe n'akola research we n'akunyola bedda abagala okumanya about the different economic systems in the world. Era ne mukana akatawo yakyogerako, ayogera capitalism, n'ayogera ku communism, n'ayogera ku other systems of as governing ensi. Era bedda mukatawo kano kennyini ayogera ku impact of riba oba jomita interest. Lwaki obusiramu bugana riba era ekosa etya economy. Ebyo nabyo byogerako mu katabo kano. Indeed, when you want knowledge, you should try your level best to get these books. It's a sea, actually it's an ocean, endless ocean of knowledge in these books. Yatwala obudde bwe katabo kalabika bulungi. Naye he took his time and wrote such a beautiful book. It's among the first literature that Islam Ahmadiyya is exhibiting in Mbarara, but I'm just picking out a few so that I can connect you back to Brother Mufumba Salim to be taking you through the other bit of the exhibition, the other side of the medical bit of it. Nenga ngembagambye obutawo buno bwa sente ntono. Zo sente kano bakafuna ku sente ngameka.
Sebo kitawe kya gumu kitundu.
Just gumu kitundu. Can you imagine? Ekitabo kyogenda mungamu Aristo kono kifuna ku mitwalo 7, 8, 12 wana akakuwa just kugumu kitundu. Sente za cost of printing la lamination yako ediba gumu enkuba nebeka kubye kasigala kachali intact with a lot of knowledge. Atenga nyola zinene ensonga nga akozesa Quran na hadith zozitwa Rabiullah Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Maybe nebigambo bya Hadhrat Mirza Ghulam Ahmed alayhi salam nga kunnyonnyola ofune knowledge yenjawulo. How does Islam respond to contemporary issues? Era obereyo nga bambi tona soma katabo kano kusaasidde ate gwe onomanyi otya waki obusiraamu tugamba tu practicing polygamy abakyala takiza bintu ngene onomanyi otya why Islam prohibits us from doing riba, which is interest. How do you know the different economic systems and how do they affect you? Olaba omusajja n'olaba nga atanze okwogera ku nsonga nayogera in a very scholarly manner newuunya knowledge ajja bitabo biri wano. You see that table over there eriko ebitabo ebimenyamenya ensonga oba ensonga ezabulijjo, what we call social issues. Biddamu ebibuuzo ebyo byoyina. Tulina articles that review religion, tulina a number of books, but just as I told you, I'll be getting back to Brother Abdul Rahman. Masala take us through the different bits of the literature, but just as I told you, at the moment I'll be connecting it to our brother Mfumba Salim. Just as I told you, Mfumba Salim is having a number of people on ground in the other branch of Mbarara University of Science and Technology, giving us their impressions. What do they think about this AMSA-MUST book exhibition? How has it impacted their lives? How do they benefit from such exhibition? So they have their impressions and they have their messages and maybe some recommendation they would like to give to the organizers of this exhibition. So I'd like to connect you to Brother Mfumba Salim on ground to take us through what people have to say about this book exhibition. Brother Mfumba Salim, please take it up from there.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Our beloved viewers, as I earlier informed you, we are still on LTV trying to give you the proceedings of our AMSA-MUST exhibition. We are live in Mbarara, and as I earlier gave you the various participants trying to share with us their experiences of how they have found this exhibition. As I told you earlier on, it is the 6th exhibition, and this year's exhibition we have had it in the month of April. We are just remaining with only one day to crown off this event, but before we crown it off, we would like to share with you the experiences of our participants who have come in to have a look at our kinds of literatures that we have exhibited this time around. Here I am standing with a gentleman, and we would like him to introduce himself to the viewers of Hill TV.
Yes, good to see you. Chitimbo Boniface Mark. Yes, a student at Mbarara University of Science and Technology. I'm doing medical laboratory science, year 3. Yes, and I'm very impressed with the preparations you guys always organize. I think it's yearly or per semester, because I think we had this before and the rest come around. Yes.
Yes. Before you go on, our beloved viewer outside there, I would like to get any impression also. Is it the very first time for you to come in here, or rather you've been coming because this event, or rather this exhibition, has been organized several years and it is the 6th of it? Is it your first time to partake in this exhibition?
Second time.
It is your second time. Okay, thank you so much. And my last question would be the impression, I mean to be the second last, the impression that you have got in coming to this exhibition as a student.
Well, it has changed my perspective about the Islamic community. For long, the Islamic community has been known to front terrorism, violence, but when you attend this, it really changes the perspective. You realize that actually those acts are not Islamic. Yes, they do not please Allah. Yes, so these people front humanity and love. Yeah.
Okay, right. My last question would be, as a student, because as you've informed our viewers of Hill TV, what message would you give to that person outside there, a student of Mbarara University of Science, who has not yet got that chance to come in and have a look at these different kinds of literatures that we have exhibited today?
Well, I would advise that you need to come and visit. The literature is really good. It's worth a read. It's really good. It will change the perspective, especially my Christian brothers that have a very bad perspective about the Islamic community. They really need to visit. The literature is good and it's easily understandable. Yes, and it doesn't differ much from what we do preach and practice on the other side.
All right, brother, thank you so much for your wonderful time, and we just request you to keep coming and have a look at our exhibition. We have different kinds of literature, and he has tried to share with us his experience on how he has found this year's exhibition, and he said it is his second time of coming into such exhibitions. We just request you to stay tuned on Hill TV, because we are giving you a lot of what is taking place at this year's AMSA-MUST. As I gave you the previous broadcasts, I just request you to stay tuned. A lot is coming. Very good moments that we want to share with you. Sally Mufumba, reporting for Hill TV.
Brother Salim Mufumba from that wonderful update from our brother. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Beloved viewers who are watching Hill TV, I just requested you to stay tuned on Hill TV, because I promised you to bring you
really changed his perspective towards Islam. Just as we've heard, he told us that he thought that before getting a chance to interact with the Ahmadiyya, he had this ideology, he had this understanding that Islam is a religion of terrorism, a religion which promotes terrorism and extremism, that it's a religion which hates each and everyone, which hates Christianity. And actually that's a notion, that's a norm that has, that's a gospel that has been spread by a number of scholars out there, a number of propagandists out there who try to defend the religion of Islam, saying that it's a religion of terror, attacks. Wherever you hear a bomb being thrown onto any building, that's Muslims. And by the way, what's so amazing about this is that people forget that it's usually people, individuals with their own ideologies, usually political ideologies, that carry out these attacks. You see, you cannot say that it's Islam responsible for all the attacks going on in the world. America recently attacked Gaddafi in Libya. Were Americans Muslims? In Uganda here we had a pastor called Achibwetere. He burned down a whole church. Wasn't that extremism? Wasn't that terrorism? But he wasn't a Muslim, he was a Christian. We had the Lord's Resistance Army in northern Uganda, which terrorized Uganda for a long period of time. But they were not Muslims. The lady, Lakwena, claimed that he had been sent by God, a Christian lady, that he had been sent by God to liberate Uganda. That wasn't a Muslim. But because of the bad ideas that are painted and tainted in people's minds, people grew up knowing and thinking that it's Islam which promotes terror and extremism. Yet these are just a few individuals who usually even don't understand the concept of jihad, who don't understand the true teachings of Islam, who forget that indeed Islam is a religion of peace. Whenever you sit down and think critical about this issue, should really perturbs my mind, and I think to perturb the mind of all our viewers out there. So Brother Mfumba was interviewing one of our brothers. Abadde atugamba muganda waffe agambye baye ekitimbo agamba abadde atugamba nti nno ye gwe mulundi gwe ogusoosa okwatendinga Mbarara University of Science and Technology Book Exhibition eya AMSA. Agamba bukyanga atandika okwatendinga exhibition eno ekyusizza endowooza ye ku Busiraamu. Bange yali alowooza Obusiraamu ddiini ya butujju era okusaasaanya butujju nakutta abantu. Nova yatandika okwatendinga exhibition eno agamba nti nno emuyambyeko okumanyira ayita baganda be abakristaayo n'abatali basaba bayinzikiriza endala zonna bayitireko ku exhibitions zaffe reva onone baba bazirabye babeere nga bannyonnyokerwa basomesebwa obusiraamu busomesa ki ekituufu. So those are some of the impressions of our beloved brothers out there, and just as I told you briefly, soon I'll be taking you through. You have a feel of what's happening inside, because besides our exhibition here, because for us we are exhibiting books, Islamic literature, tackling social issues. Besides our exhibition here, we have an exhibition going on inside, and it's a science, a technological bit of exhibition. Students are exhibiting their projects in the science field, and the technology field, and I think it would be really bad for me not to give our viewers the chance to see what's happening. Kwa nchemanya wasinga mwebuza mbagamba ba exhibiting nga sibalagaako. Some people are curious, they will really wish and they will really want to know and have a feel of what's happening inside. So I'll give you a feel of it briefly, but just as of now, just ngemba mbagamba aba muganda nga afuse bize badde bachayina go chayisa mu bitabo naye nga mbadde bagamba ngana bayisa mu literature ali wano mubeere nga mumanya kiche nyinyi tuli mu exhibiting. Kwetu tukikola nge kugambye Eagles View fe tuyina cameras mu bange muganda hange hiyo TV tojja gisobola tuze with a lot of gadgets tuli on ground tugezaako bino tubikolera mmwe beidha tubikolera mmwe mubeere nga mumanya what's going on. You see, buli gobeera ng'obwongo obutuuzizza kikuleetera okulowooza ku naye buli obeera ng'obwongo obufokasinze onto such stuff, Jamaat Ahmadiyya stuff, Islamic stuff, it opens your area. Now nomanya waliyo n'abakristaayo abalala abali eyo abaagala abadde balina impression bwete ku Islam naye kati bukyuse ndowooza nange ntandika okukola research about Islam mbeereko byemmanya. If you didn't know, even fellow Muslims, there are Muslims who really don't totally have no idea of what Islam really teaches about that concept of how do we treat our brothers in interreligious coexistence. Who really don't understand that? Go by spreading a hate. Oh, Christayo, wanda, astaghfirullah. Ya Rabbi. Nebuza bijawa. So, tugezaako kuleta such updates to you, not necessarily because tulina byakola naye kuba twagala mubeere nga mumanya kyekigenda mu maaso ate kyatuteesaawo nga Hiyo TV okola omulimu ogwo inshallah. So briefly I'll be taking you back to brother Salim Mufumba angamba ayinawo omulala eyandyagadde okubeera nga atubulira what are his impressions, what's his take onto the book exhibition. Emuyambye ete yagirowoozaako ki, is it really a good initiative, any benefit, does it have any benefit that is doing to the members of the community, to the university as a whole? So brother Mufumba Salim, please take it up from there. What do you have for us at the moment?
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Our beloved viewers who are watching Hill TV, as we informed you earlier on, birungi bingi ebigenda maaso ku exhibition yaffe era nga we twaba bituusizaako ebimu ebibaddewo nate era tukyagenda mu maaso kubanga tukutuusaako kiki nyine ekigenda mu maaso exhibition nga we twabasuubiza tulina bingi era ano wenyimiridde nina omu ku ba volunteers abazze okuba nga betaba mu exhibition eno okuba nga bagezaako kuyisaamu abantu abajja okubaako n'ebyenjawulo bye bayiga oba n'okulaba ku literature abaisilamu aba Ahmadiyya. Sheikh, assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Sheikh, nga tetunagenda maaso mbadde nkusaba weyanjulire omulabi waffe then tutandike.
Amanya gange nze Sheikh Natwa Ramadan okuva mu Jamaat ey'Isinjiro Mbarara region Masha Jamaat.
Yes, bamita Sheikh Ramadan nga wakweyanjulidde akati Sheikh omulabi waffe ndooza yandyagadde okutegeera mirundi emeka gye wetabye mu nkungaana nga zino oba mu exhibition eno era ya mulundi gwa kumeka?
Sebo guno mulundi gwa kubiri bukya ntandika okwetaba mu zino enteekateeka eza book exhibition.
Yes, ndooza agamba nti mulundi gwa kumeka? Mulundi gwa kubiri obukyanga atandika okuba nga yeetaba mu exhibition eno. Seka twagala omulabi waffe ategeere ku mirundi gy'owetabye mu exhibition eno experience ki gy'ofunye oba gy'owakafuna bukyanga otandika okuba nga ogyetabamu?
So far experience gye naakafuna mu book exhibition zino eri nti abantu baffe babadde babulamu okumanya ebintu ebyenjawulo kuba bwe tutuuka wano ogenda ne wesanga nga omuntu akubuuza nti ne kino weekiri ne Yesu yaliko India ne Qur'an eriko mu Luzungu erimuko mu Luganda kwegamba abantu eno book exhibition eggula abantu amaaso ne beeyongera okutegeera ekinyuso ekiri mu Buisiraamu oba Ahmadiyya esebo.
Okay, kakati sei andooza ekiyinza okusemberayo ddala kiki ekisingira ddala okusikiriza okubanga ojja okwetaba mu exhibition eno kubanga tumanyi nti buli muntu alina kigendererwa kyanjawulo oba alina ekintu kyenjawulo ekimusikiriza okubanga ajja okwetaba mu exhibition nga zino?
Kimu ku bintu ebisinga okunsikiriza okujja ku book exhibition zino nti abantu ab'enjawulo okuva mu bifo ebyenjawulo batuukako wano ate nga wesanga kintu kizibu nnyo bwe tuwangaalira eyo okubafuna togenda ne wesanga omuntu ava e Kampala, omuntu ava mu Northern Uganda, bonna tubasanga wano. So mu mbeera emu oba endala kituwa akaaganya okukubatuusaako obubaka era ze zimu ku nsonga lwaki njagala nnyo okwetaba mu process eno oba mu exercise eno kuba mwe tufunira abantu ab'enjawulo okujja okulaba ku bitabo byaffe n'okwongera okwetegereza Jamaat Ahmadiyya awamu.
Okay, tweyanziza nnyo Sheikh Saib, ndowooza omulabi waffe ogezezaako okubanga otegeera kiki ennyini ekigenda mu maaso mu exhibition yaffe egenda mu maaso, era nga twakutegeezezza exhibition ya mulundi gwa 6 tuli mu lunaku lwa 2 tubulawo just olunaku lumu okubanga exhibition eno etuuka ku nkomerero yaayo. Sheikh, ndowooza ekiyinza okusemberayo ddala bukyanga twatandise olunaku lw'eggulo, exhibition ogisanze otya, impression ki gy'ofunye okusinziira ku exhibition zozze ng'obeeramu eno, kyanjawulo ki ky'ogirabyeko?
Alhamdulillah, obutafaananako ne exhibition ezibaddeko emabega. Eno book exhibition abantu batuwadde time, batuwadde akadde nti wakiri out of 100% ku bantu betuyita wakiri like 80% babadde barespondinga mu bulungi nga bajja, ate era abantu this time round balaza okwagala kungi nti omuntu agenda n'alaba ku bupande buno quotes zino zero love for all, hatred for none, ye mwenyini ne kimusikiriza okujja. So in one way or the other era n'ekifo kino nakyo kyanjawulo obutafaananako n'ebifo ebirala we tubadde tutegeka eno book exhibition. So ndowooza kimu ku byenjawulo byendabawo esebo.
Okay, tuyanzizza nnyo Sheikh Saib olwakadde ako kotuwadde, era nyongera bwongezi kwebaza gw'omulabi waffe yeekumidde ku LTV. Tukusaba busabi oyongere okubanga otuninga in kubanga bingi bikyajja. Ndowooza nyiza okusiibula wekumire ku LTV. Sali Mufumba.
Oli ready? Viewers, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ngena wagambe, just as I told you that where we are standing at the moment is the Mbarara University of Science and Technology, the engineering section of it, engineering bit of it. And where we are exhibiting from, it's not only us exhibiting. We have a number of students. Just as you see in my background, they're exhibiting their projects in the different areas. Mainly engineers. We have engineers on ground. They're exhibiting all their mechanical projects, electrical engineering projects, software engineering projects. That's what they're exhibiting in the ground. So Nadem Bagamano, I told you, I was telling you that it wouldn't really be nice if we keep on speaking about others exhibiting where you're not able to see any of that. So I told my humble production team, and I think let's give them a feel of what's happening behind. So what you see behind, I remember those students, just as I told you, they're exhibiting their projects. I wouldn't I may not be able to move table by table showing you, but at least you can see in my background a number of projects on these tables. Many students are exhibiting, they are trying to showcase what they do. So these students, whenever they are done with the exhibition, they pop by our book exhibition. And it's this student that we're targeting, then we're targeting them. So I'm exhibiting projects and such a wakora, but for two positions in such a way that kumulyango gonyinyi oguyingira mu eno library nti omuntu waayitira mu kufuluma ate waayitira mu kuyingira, so naye n'abeera nga abeera ayita mu exhibition yaffe. Kyano oyinza okubeera n'oyingira mu eno hall n'ototuuka to each and every table okulaba projects z'abaana balama, but at least I'm sure the moment you enter into this hall, or if you have to move out by default, you'll be able to see what we're exhibiting down here in Mbarara. So at the moment, a lot is going on. Trust me, you need to see a lot. It's indeed a great opportunity for us as a Ahmadiyya Muslim community to come to this area to exhibit. We are now in two branches. Tulieri ku branch wagambe abasoji batera okubeera ennyo, and we are also here to the engineering section of bit of it, exhibiting demonstrating and introducing the message of the Promised Messiahas to the audiences. So Mufumba Salima ngamba akyalina abantu bayanjagadde tutuusaako bambi babone batuwa impressions za kikyalowooza ku exhibition eno bayambye okulera gaseta sigenda kulwawo nnyo kubanga mulaba ne audience yange sound si mulungi, ebibongo bingi biyogana, ono ko sigenda kulwawo nnyo nja bambazaayo eri wabweru mbeere nga mbalaga biri wabula I thought it really helpful to come down here. So I give you a feel of what's happening down here. So byebyo brother Mbasalma, I think you can take it up from there. Oberengo tugulira ki ekirala kigenda mu maaso ku ground yawo woyimiridde, and what are the students impression? I mean abaana kiki balowooza ku exhibition en ebayambye otya era ebagasiza etya? Brother Mbasalma.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Our beloved viewers who are watching Hill TV, I just requested you to stay tuned on Hill TV because I promised you to bring you a lot that is happening at this year's AMSA-MUST exhibition. And as I gave you the previous interviews, we have been having the different participants who have come in to have a look at the exhibited literature. And here I am, I'm standing with one of the prominent volunteers or participants. He's a doctor, and we would like him to share with us his experience. As you're seeing behind us is the blood donation area, where some of our participants who come in to see our literature try to pass through there to have blood donation in order that they can try to save a life. An initiative that was brought in by the Ahmadiyya Muslim Students Association at Mbarara University of Science and Technology. Yes, sir, you can introduce yourself to our blood viewers.
My name is Gumisiriza Sajidu, working with Uganda Blood Transfusion Services.
Yes, sir, before we go ahead, a blood viewer who is watching Hill TV would like to know your relationship between these people who organizing this exhibition.
Yeah, the relationship between Uganda Blood Transfusion Services with these organizations that are taking place within the campus, every organization that within the campus, if they are organizing, they always mobilize what we call blood donors, and then they call us. Of course, we have to set a target. Whenever they call us, we give them a target that at least we need a certain amount of people. Then we come and be with those organizations and participate in running of donation with their activities they are doing.
Yes, my second question would be like, as we have heard already in the previous interviews, it is the sixth of it. I mean, this is the sixth time of organizing this exhibition. Have you been coming in the previous exhibitions?
Yeah, we have been participating with this organization whenever they are arranging. So we make an arrangement and they give us, they invite us, we come and take part with them.
Okay, as the counterhead of this organization, or rather this sector of blood donation, our beloved viewer would like to know the kind of attendance that you have so far registered ever since the exhibition started.
Since yesterday, the turn-up was not amazing, but today I see the turn-up is coming up. So far I think we are in about 30 people, at least now.
Okay, thank you, sir. Now my last question would be, as a professional, our blood viewer would like to know what is the main aim of you coming in here as doctors, rather?
So as you all know, I said that this is called the Uganda Blood Transfusion Services. This is the organization that is mandated by Ministry of Health to collect blood that is distributed in hospitals, and this blood you see we are collecting is used as medicine in hospitals to treat different conditions, meaning no blood, some people will lose lives. So that's why we come in and we participate, we collect that blood and prepare it for the people at the hospital to treat different conditions.
Yes, so far, ever since the exhibition started yesterday, one outside there would like to know how many so far units have you gathered ever since the exhibition started yesterday?
Since yesterday, so far we have gathered about 50 units of blood, but since the number is still coming, we hope for the best.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, sir, for your wonderful time. We just request you to keep on coming on these exhibitions and try to save a life outside there. Yes, we just request our blood viewers who are watching Hill TV to keep tuned on Hill TV, because we are bringing you a lot of experiences that are going on this exhibition. I just request you to stay tuned, because if you tune off, you're going to miss a lot. Sally Mufumba, reporting for Hill TV.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Omulabi waffe ku Hill TV. When we promise, we make sure we fulfill what we promise. Twabasuubiza nti buli kanyomero konna kewetaaga okumanya ku Mbarara University of Science and Technology AMSA students abategese book exhibition. Twakusuubiza nti buli kimu tugenda kubeera nga tukikutuusaako. Muganda wange ali gye buvuddeko abadde akutegeeza biki ebigenda mu maaso wano wenyimiridde. Lwaki tuli wano, twabadde ne exhibition emu ku ezo ezakyamudde. Abakungu abategese exhibition eno abaana mbali okwoleseza innovations zaabwe mu bintu ebyenjawulo bye babanguseemu. Mwana wato ne balaba nga kijja kwetaagisa omukisa gwe twatutte wali ku MUST ate tuguleeteko na wano abantu nabo babeere nga balaba ku mwoleso ogw'ebitabo ze bali mu kwolesa wano. Mu kaseera kano nja kubeera nga neegatta ku muganda wange Mufumba ambuulira ekiri eri Mbarara ku main campus gye tuvudde, naye gye bujjako awo tujja funa abantu ab'enjawulo batuwe ku interviews of what they understand of what kye bafunye kye bayize mu byonna bye tu exhibitinze ne view yaabwe ku mbeera eno. Tukomewo oba tukomereero. Kaneegate ku Mufumba. Wassalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Our beloved viewers, as I earlier promised you, we are here to give you the proceedings of AMSA-MUST. As you have seen in the previous broadcast, we have brought to you different participants who came in to try to pass through this year's exhibition. And as I informed you earlier, I'm still bringing you the different participants who came in to have a look at our exhibition of this kind. And here I am, I'm in the tent of blood donation, and I have a gentleman here trying to donate blood. We would like to have an experience shared from him. Yes, our brother, you can introduce yourself to our blood viewers.
My name is Ayeva Raymond. I came here for this exhibition. I've interacted with those who are exhibiting. I've liked what they are giving out, but also I found out they are giving blood, and it is a good gesture for their...
Yes. Before you go on, my first question that I would like to pose to you is it your very first time to come in into such an exhibition?
No, it is not my first time. In fact, this one being a university, we have a lot of exhibitions, but specifically for blood donation, I've been doing it from other places, not here. And this is my 11th donation. I'm doing my 11th donation.
Okay, yes, thank you so much. Now, my very second question would be, as a student, you'd be having some more reasons as to why you come in to donate blood. What do you really base on to come into here and save and donate blood?
Giving blood is very good to the health of a person, as a person, because first of all, before you give out blood, they first find out, do you have enough? Now, if you have enough and you've given out blood, you trigger your body to make more. In fact, we are triggering our bodies to make more blood. And the one that we have donated, it gets to the hospitals and saves the people who want it, especially people who have been involved in accidents, our mothers who are delivering, they need this blood. And there is no way we are manufacturing blood. It is from us. Our bodies manufacture blood. So giving out blood is very essential, and I would like everyone to participate.
Yes, thank you very much, brother. He has tried to tell us the reasons as to why he comes in to also have time and donate blood. And one of my last question would be, what message would you give to that person or that student outside there who has not yet taken a step into this exhibition?
I think the worries of students around in regards to giving out blood is people tend to think that they don't have enough. But it is a procedure. They first find out whether you have enough or you don't have. So they will not compel you to give out when they have found out that you don't have enough. So I would just implore and tell those who haven't come here to come and do the processes. When they find eligible to give out blood, you just give a blood and save a life outside there that is in need of blood. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir, for your wonderful time, and we just request you to keep on that habit. We request you that a lot of exhibitions are keeping on coming into this place, and I request our blood viewers not to tune off the channel. We are still bringing you more and more. I will not just go off like that. Here I am standing. I have another gentleman who also came in and donated blood. We'd like also to have an experience from him. Our blood viewers would like to know exactly what you've experienced in this year's exhibition, but before we continue, you can introduce yourself to the viewers.
Thank you so much. My name is Prosper Kambanjara. I'm a pharmacy year 2 student here at Mbarara University of Science and Technology.
Yes, yes, my brother, our blood viewers outside there would like to really get to know what impressed you to come into this exhibition as a student.
Actually, according to me, when I joined the medical school, specifically pharmacy here, I'd never seen anything like in hospitals. But now the time that we go to the hospitals and see what is there, patients there are lacking blood. And as earlier told,
at the moment,
there is
I'm
no way we can manufacture blood other than we the living ones.
AMUES. They will explain a little bit much better for our viewer to understand. The first question, like I told you, this is another exhibition, an innovative or innovation exhibition. And I would like to ask this gentleman, actually that is after you introduce yourself to our viewer, what are the names?
My name is Yandu Noble Fortunate. I am the Vice Mbarara University of Engineering Society.
Thank you so much.
My name is Ebong Mesha Kongom. I'm the General Secretary of MUES, which is Mbarara University Engineering Society.
What is taking place here, to be specific? What is taking place here?
This is the annual Innovation Week. We have it annually. We pull all students to come up with their innovations, exhibit them, and we see how best we can support their innovations in the long run.
Thank you so much. Can you recall when this started?
This particular of 2025 started on Tuesday. On the first day we had ideation and entrepreneurship. It was a session about, it was sponsored by Virtual Labs. So it's just people come and talk and get problems from the society, ideate about them, try to get possible solutions, and then they're given a week to get possible solutions and come and present today. That happened this morning. Then on Wednesday we had the MUES quiz. Just happens between the different courses, and that one went successfully. Now today is the biggest day. It's the open day where, as I said, people bring in their projects. We even have some high school students here, we have Mbarara High and Tari School. They bring in their projects. We have different sponsors that sponsor the event. They come and go through the projects, listen to the pitching sessions, and the best projects, or the projects that look to be bringing the best solutions to the communities, get awarded grants.
Thank you so much, our blood viewer. We are good and lucky that we have them. My question would be, what was the main aim towards thinking about such an innovation?
We have very many brilliant ideas that are never publicized or brought to podium. So we hold such an event to call forth people with brilliant ideas, brilliant innovations, show them out to the world, and we will pick the best idea. So when these ideas are put to the table, it helps them to get an audience, and through this audience they can get further facilitation. They can be helped to make their ideas viable and be put out to the society.
Thank you so much. These gentlemen are very, very busy. And if you wanted to know whether Uganda has good engineers or not, you have to come and visit this place. The answers are here. Thank you so much, gentlemen. Thanks for the time. Thank you so much. Our esteemed viewer at Hill TV, there are so many talents here. How I wish you could come and witness by yourself. But good enough, we are here for you. Each and everything is on your screen. Everything that has been happening here from the very beginning of the day when it all started. We are unlucky that we missed the first few days, but at least you have not missed all. So you are the lucky ones, Ugandans. We have very good, promising engineers in the years to come. I'll go back to my brother Mufumba as I wait for a few of the organizers of the MUST book exhibition, leave alone the innovative one, but there is a book exhibition as well in this very area or this very place. So I'm waiting for those that are concerned regarding this book exhibition, but let me take you back to my brother Mufumba as he takes you over what's happening there at the main campus. Assalamu alaikum.
Time and donate blood. And one of my last question would be, what message would you give to that person or that student outside there who has not yet taken a step into this exhibition?
I think the worries of students around in regards to giving out blood is people tend to think that they don't have enough, but it is a procedure. They first find out whether you have enough or you don't have, so they will not compel you to give out when they have found out that you don't have enough. So I would just implore and tell those who haven't come here to come and do the processes. When they find you eligible to give out blood, you just give a blood and save a life outside there that is in need of blood. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir, for your wonderful time, and we just request you to keep on that habit. We request you that a lot of exhibitions are keeping on coming into this place, and I request our blood viewers not to tune off the channel. We are still bringing you more and more. I will not just go off like that. Here I am standing. I have another gentleman who also came in and donated blood. We'd like also to have an experience from him. Our blood viewers would like to know exactly what you've experienced in this year's exhibition, but before we continue, you can introduce yourself to the viewers.
Thank you so much. My name is Prosper Kambanjara. I'm a pharmacy year 2 student here at Mbarara University of Science and Technology.
Yes, yes, my brother, our blood viewers outside there would like to really get to know what impressed you to come into this exhibition as a student.
Actually, according to me, when I joined the medical school, specifically pharmacy here, I'd never seen anything like in hospitals. But now the time that we go to the hospitals and see what is there, patients there are lacking blood. And as earlier told, there is no way we can manufacture blood other than with the living ones and healthy ones, saving the ones that are weak.
Yes, as a student, is it the very first time for you to participate in this kind of exhibition? Because as I earlier informed our blood viewers, it is the 6th of it, and we're in the 2nd day of this exhibition. Yes, is it your very first time to participate in this exhibition?
Yeah, specifically donating blood, to me it is my first time, and actually I've been thinking that I cannot do it. Reason, I've been seeing that maybe I'm weak, but when I've been seeing maybe many patients in the hospital trying to lose lives or even lack blood, so I'm also drawn to that perspective, see that I can also save a life.
Yes, my very last question would be, as a student, because we believe not all students have come in to have a look at this exhibition and also to donate some blood. What message would you give to a student outside there who has not yet come into here to have a minute with the exhibition?
So according to Islamic and Christian life, we always say that all of us have blood. So, and according to that, I'm imploring and calling on many students that are outside there to come and save the weak lives, because we are very strong and we can save all those ones that are outside there. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, brother. Thank you for your wonderful time and experience. We just request you to keep coming in, and I inform you, the exhibition is not ending today. We have another day, which is tomorrow, and that's when the exhibition is going to crown off. I just request you, our beloved viewers, to stay tuned, because a lot is coming. Don't tune off the channel. We have very many participants that would like to share with us.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Omulabi wa Hill TV. Wendi wano ndiyo mukuba organizer abategese omukolo oba omwoleso ogw'ebitabo by'eddiini ku university eya technology Mbarara oba eya science. Yomukuba ategese nga ye mukulu Hakim Rajab si mupya mu face zammwe, naye twesanze nti ate Mbarara wali mu town wennyini awali gye twandiyise nga main campus oba enkadde gye tumanyi nti ate omwoleso oguli ogugenda mu maaso ate mu kaseera ke kamu beesanze nga bazze ne mu gwa technology ate baleeseeyo ebitabo. Ssebo mwatuuse mutya ku ekyo?
Alhamdulillah, okutuuka ku ekyo bintu tebyabadde byangu, naye exhibition gye twakoze ku main campus weewaawo eno gye tuliko yegera ofuuka main campus naye eri oldest aha gye bujja omulimu gwasanyusizza nnyo abayizi n'abateesiteesi abateekateeka campus eyo, so ne basalawo ne bagamba nti batuyite tujje tukole ekintu kyekimu, tuorganizing exhibition ne blood donation mu kifo kyekimu kino nga balaba eri kireese ebibala ebiyitirivu nga baagala ne wano tusobole okubeera nga tutunda institution yaabwe eno eya engineering wano mu Mbarara.
Tweyanza nnyo tweyanzeege. Akiyinza okwewuunyisa omulabi wa Hill TV nti omuntu ate ali mu engineering ate n'asalawo nti omukisa gwafunye ogw'okwolesa ebitabo eby'eddiini ate nagwo tayagala agufiirwe. Ekisooka kigendererwa ki ng'oggyeko bano okugamba nti kale kyabasanyusizza mmwe abategeka omwoleso guno ogw'ebitabo kiruubirirwa ki na kigendererwa ki ennyo kye mugendererwa oba kye muluubirirwa?
Kaakati olaba eddiini y'obusiraamu ebiseera ebisinga baajawula nnyo n'abantu bano abayivudde elite. Ba elite bo basuubira nti bo tebali supposed kuyiga ddiini ya busiraamu.
Gayita amajinni.
Gayita amajinni. Wabula nti ekigendererwa kyaffe kusembeza okwagala kuno okw'eddiini busiraamu eri ba elites bano. Era leero tukisanze tuzudde ebintu bingi nti mwana wattu oleeta copy of the Holy Quran olinga agitya n'okugitya okugikwatako n'akubuuza nti ate bino kifaanana kiti ate buno obulimu biki jjukira twagitranslatinga mu nnimi ezisukka 10. Kakati mu translations ezo zibeewunyisizza nnyo nti eri translated. Si ekyo kyokka tubadde n'ebitabo eby'enjawulo ebimakinga ne standard yaabwe n'okugisingako. Tubadde n'ebitabo biri ku standard nga omwana akisomako n'agamba ekino kitabo nandikyetaaze, though nti ebimu bibadde somehow expensive. Take the example of Revelation, Rationality, Knowledge and Truth. Kitabo kibadde kirungi nnyo bakyagadde nnyo nti kirimu ebyo
kantuma omwana. Actually mukama wange nsaba mpe ku kitabo ekyo. Ekitabo kye boogerako Revelation Rational kye kino Rationality, Knowledge and Truth okiraba bwe kyenkana obunene kigatta Bayibuli ndowooza 2 oba oli awo n'omusobyo. Kati okukiguza omwana abeera mu kawu mu mbeera yonna essaawa yonna aveeko emitwalo egisoba mu 10 mbwagulwa kitabo kimu kiyinza omukaluubirira. Naye bwe nabadde eyo jjo ate nakakasiddwa nti ekigendererwa tekyalibadde kyakugula kyokka. Baŋŋambye nti n'okutuusa obutuusa obubaka obw'abantu abo kuba ekitabo kino nakirabye bwe nakibikudde nga kiri mu science oba oli awo n'abali wano ate gwe batannatuukako. Kwegamba abayizi ne beewuunya nnyo nti eddiini ne science birelatinga bitya.
Kati take the example nti abayizi abasomera wano abasinga ezimu ku subjects ze bakola ya mathematics bagiwa nnyo obudde, naye mu bitabo bye twaleese mulimu ekitabo kati kiri mu review of religions oba seeka yandikimpeerezaako wali nandibadde nkibalaga, naye kiraga the Muslim contribution towards mathematics. Kati twabalaze ebintu ebyo abasiraamu omulimu gwe bakoze ne Quran contribution gyekoze towards the department ya gye twandise ya engineering, nti ebibala ebisinga abaana bye bakozesa mu engineering biyitirivu nnyo. Mwana wattu osobola bisanga mu Quran mu gundi ya inheritance.
Kwegamba omwoleso guno gulaga abayizi abali wano nti mwomu ku research ayinza okubayamba okuyita obulungi oba oli awo n'okubanguka mu bye bakola kwesigama ku Qur'an kuba science yenna mwali
science yenna mwali n'engineering gwasoma olina alabanga ye wakabi nnyo mu mathematics
atuuka n'okumwerabiza Mukama
Katonda agenda obizuula nga Nabbi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam yabisomesa emyaka 14 emabega ate nga yali teyasoma kati ekyo kyokka kimukuba n'amanya nti ddala mu butuufu alina okwemenya asobole okubeera nga ategeera amateeka ga Allah. So tubadde nga tubapushinga, si kubapushinga by force, just to convince them nga tukozesa ekitabo kino ebitabo ebyo bye twaleese tubapushinga ku translation zino ez'ekitabo ekitukuvu Quran nti omuntu ojja omuleeta omuteekateeka mu mitendera finally ne mumaliriza nga muli ku kitabo ekitukuvu Quran era amaliriza nga akiguze. Kakati ekyo nekikulaga nti enkola tebeera nyangu bano nga bwe nkugambye ba elites okubatunuza mu direction y'eddiini kwa bo bamanyi tebibakwatako. Some of them are atheists, tebakkiriza na kukkiriza nti Mukama Katonda gyali, yamanyi nti engene yalingiwe gwakola kiri awo kya makulu nnyo tewali yali akikozeeko.
Ate n'ekirala bwe nzijukiramu ku ddiini entono gye nasomako, Allah atugamba oba Nabbi sallallahu nti Mama Mahdi bw'ali bazze alisaasaanya obugagga oba oli awo abantu baliko wabukooyi ku Sena. Abasinga balowooza era balina Imam Mahdi agenda okujja asaasaanye gold, diamond, naye nga muntu ki ku duniya eno olwalira ayinza okuba n'omutima ogwo. Abalala abagezaako okumutegeera, Nabbi sallam atukakasa nti Imam Mahdi ajja kujja ne knowledge, nga knowledge eyo ekwekeddwa mu bitabo. Era olwaleero batugamba abazungu bali nti bwe oyagala okukweka omuddugavu obugagga obukweka muki so kati kyondooza bye bimu ku bimwayagadde okulambulira omuddugavu waffe omwana enzaaliranwa eya wano ku butaka bwa Uganda asobole okubeera nga anoonya oba yeevumbulira ku by'obugagga ebiri muki
anti hadithi ya Nabbi sallallahu alaihi wasallam egamba nti wayufidhul mala hatta la yakbiluhu ahada, nti Imam Mahdi bw'alibeera zze ajja kubanga asaasaanya ebyobugagga eby'abantu, waleme kubaawo n'agamba nti nze sifunye, babirekewo batambule bagende. Basinga ebyo bye basuubira nti baali basuubira ssente. No, yali ategeeza knowledge eno ey'ebitabo esangibwa mu kitabo ekitukuvu Quran nti abaana bangi wano bazze ebitabo bye twabaleetedde babisomyeko babirese nawo ne batambula ne bagenda.
Anti ne Allah ayogera ku nsonga y'emu mu Quran ng'atugamba ekiseera kijja kutuuka suhufu nushirat irimu n'ebitabo bisaasaana bibune buli wamu.
Actually aya ya Quran yebo gitunuulidde abantu abasinga tebalabanga makulu gaayo, balaba nti kirituuka kitya
mu ssuura ya 84 wa idha suhufu nushrat.
Yes, wekyajjira aya Quran yewe wejjira ku nsi kuno oba wekira ku nsi kuno ng'omuntu tasuubira na kusuubira nti ekitabo kiyinza okubeera published nga tebirinawo,
ng'alabanga enfumo emboozi wakayima na wango
ye ekitabo kirimu ki kiyinza kubeeramu ki. Bantu ebiseera baali bawandiika ku maliba, baali bawandiika ku mayinja, naye ye Nabbi sallallahu alaihi wasallam n'agamba nti ekiseera kijja kutuuka ebitabo bisaasaane mu nsi yonna everywhere.
Mukama wange neyanziza nnyo neyanzeege wabula sinnakuta. Ngenda kusaba kameramaani wange ofune mashini yo ojje tutambulemu ne seekoono nga bw'atunnyonnyola ebitabo ebitali bimu. Insha Allah agenda tulaga kitabo ku kitabo. Kamera nja kusaba ogijje ku tripod ojje obeere nga otufollowinga atunnyonnyola ebitabo ku bitabo nga n'ekitabo omulabi waffe akirabako olw'okusasira kwa Mukama Katonda. Sebo nze nkubuuza bw'onnyonnyola waliwo akatabo kendabe wano kaliko kaliko the review of religions responding to hate with love. Tebaguzikiza na muliro, baguzikiza na mazzi. Bwe oli bwakubetama ku kkono kyusa akube n'eddyo. Sebo nnyonnyola akatabo kano kali kuki?
Akatabo kano kati nga bw'okalaba mwana wattu kaliko,
njakusaba kameramaani kasongeko wano bakalabe.
Mwana wattu kakulaga nti kaliko amadiini gonna ag'enjawulo, enjigiriza yaago, naye mwana wattu finally kakulaga obulungi obuli mu ddiini y'Obusiraamu nti terina kusaasaanyizibwa na bukyayi.
Oli ne bw'aba
mulabewo gwate mufuule wa mukwano. Finally mujja kumaliriza nga omuggyemu ekirungi okusingawo namuggyemu ekikyamu eky'obukyayi.
Allah kyava atugamba mu Qur'ani entukuvu nti bwe muba mubabuulira mukozese amagezi. kano ndabako Islam's response to contemporary issues, okuddamu kw'obusiraamu ku nsonga ezitali zimu.
Naddala ensonga ezitali zimu eziri monetary oba ezikwatagana ku byensimbi zadiscussingibwa nnyo mu kitabo kino. Olwaleero mu contemporary issues tulina for example Islamic banking. Abantu beebuuza kakati ono bayivu betulimu abamu babadde nga babuuza ebibuuzo ebikwatagana ku Islamic banking nti naye ddala mutuufu omuntu afuniramu wa. Kino ekitabo kitukoledde ebintu bingi omulimu gw'amaanyi ne kitulaga nti Islamic banking teweetaaga ate kulya interest ku kasitoma wo, tekyetaagisa, wabula gwe kyeweetaaga muwe chance naye ebyobugagga bye byeyongere, ate finally agenda kujja asevinge mu banka yo, gwe mu banka yo gyanabeera asevinzeemu ojja kwesanga finally ate ofunye amagoba nga tukozeseza interest
actually nga mukanyiza naye mwennyini sente za bankinga naawe ozikozesa nezikola ebirala. Allahu Akbar.
N'omaliriza nga ofunyemu ekisingira ddala okubeera ekyama.
How to be free from sin.
Kati akatabo kano kakulaga nti weewaza otya.
Njagala buli katabo kenkwatako okasonga eriko omulabi akalabe. Njagala omulabi wa Hill TV sebo wa kamera akatabo buli ketukwatako akalabe. Saagala balowooze nti tuli mu bigambo bapokopoko.
Akatabo kano kakulaga nti omuntu weewaza otya ebyambyone n'ebitasaana. Kikolwa si kyangu omuntu okubyewala kubanga ebikolwa ebyambyone ebiseera ebisinga bye byangu kwebyo ebikolwa ebirungi. Kati kana akatabo kakuwa strategy. Weewaza otya odoojinza otya emize emikyamu mu bulamu bwo obutono bw'olina kuno ku nsi. Akatabako kakuwa samale butya bw'oyinza okudoojingamu.
Eryo baganda baffe abamu abagamba nti omuntu bw'oyitirira ennyo okukola ebibi Katonda olumu yanyiiga nga Adamu jjajjange naawe ndowooza jjajjaawo ne Eva bagenda ne banyiiza Mukama Katonda oluvannyuma lw'okumunyiiza n'anyiiga nnyo n'akolima ekikolimo ne kituuka era tukirabako nti gwe omusajja okufunira ab'omu maka ge ekyokulya olina kutuuyana nti gwe omukyala olwekyo jjajjaawo Eva kye yakola olina kufa amini kulumwa ng'ozaala ojja kuzaaliranga mu miranga. Kati mbu yamala ekisa ne kimukwata n'aba ng'alina okusaasira omuntu we gwe yateeka ku nsi n'azaala omwana yalaba ng'ensi teriiko omuntu agwanidde kwewaayo ku lwansi n'azaala omwana. Bw'amala okuzaala omwana n'amusaddaaka olwalyoka atusonyiwa ebibi mu bumpimpi nga bw'okkiriza omwana oyo gwe ebibi obiwonye. Eyo yenkola abamu gye babadde nayo. Kansuubire nti ekitabo kino kigezaako okutunnyonnyola enkola ennambulukufu omuntu aba asobezza butya bw'ava mu kibi.
Kakwewaza enjigiriza efaanagana ekyo gye tuyita eya Wakayima ne Wango. Edda bwe twalinga tukyali bato nga batulaga nti Wakayima yali ayogera. Wakayima okamanyi
nga kagezi nnyo akamyu
nga batulaga nti kaali koogera ne kaleeta ne stories ne kakuba empologoma ne kakuba elephant ne kakola ki nga kakozesa amagezi. Kakati kana akatabo kakugirayo reality nti ebintu ebyo ebisinga zaalinga stories si reality.
Nova mu mboozi nga ne mu magezi go tekigatta nze nzibe ate omulamuzi akube ggwe kiboko.
Omulamuzi akube nze ddala nga mbutuufu golaba kijja
anoonye omwana wo weewaka
omwana wange weewaka gwaba
amukube kiboko tweyanzize ogenda kuyita emabega w'empagi eri ngamba ono owa kameraman jangu wetololo tewali bwoti. Bwe teeyongerayo wano ndabye ebitabo bingi mu baganda baffe abasiraamu era balina enkola nti obusiraamu okubeera nga bubaako we butuuka bwe twaliisa obuwanguzi. Abantu abasiraamu ensi balina kugibeerako bokka. Bwe tutuuka ku kyalo kuliko abasiraamu 12 kuliko abatabadde basiraamu 20,000 life olwo ekyalo kisigaleko abasiraamu 12 era ffe tujaganya nnyo nti obwo buba buwanguzi. Ndi mutuufu ndabye ekitabo Victory of Islam.
Ekitabo kya Victory of Islam ekyo kitabo kikulu nnyo. Abasiraamu balina kye balinze nnyo kye bayita mu Luwarabu Fathul Islam. Obuwanguzi oba the success of Islam bulituukibwako butya. Bangi ne bava ne ku mulamwa ne balowooza nti omuntu olina kukwata mundu kiri kye twagambye ku hatinga non-Muslims osobola okutuuka ku buwanguzi nno. Ekyo ekitabo omutandisi w'ekibiina ky'abaisiramu aba Ahmadiyya Hadrat Mirza Ghulam Ahmad annyonnyola engeri ey'emirembe n'ennyangu ennyo ng'okozesa peeni gy'olina okuyitamu okubeera ng'otuusa obusiraamu ku buwanguzi.
wano ndaba ataddeko n'akagambo publishing books, distributing leaflets, hosting guests and visitors regardless of their
nyangu nga tokozeseza jambiya na mujolo na china mbazi
awo ngenda kusiba akalipo bwe kibanga kino kyogera bwe kiti ng'ate omuwandiisi y'omu Hadrat Mirza Ghulam Ahmad ate nga ndaba y'omu era ye yawandiika ku jihad, the British government and jihad ffenna gye tumanyi omukafiiri bw'omusangira wano olina kukola ki kutirimbula wano aba teyeetemye ngalike bwe nkwata ku kitabo kirungi nakyo nkisanzeewo wano
ate awo yannyonnyola bulungi jihadi n'ajagaza abantu
kweri
abasinga naddala abatali basiraamu baalowoozanga nti ekigambo jihadi kitegeeza kusala muntu kumuggyako mutwe kuyiwa musaayi era ojja kwesanga ng'ebitabo ebisinga biraba ku bajihadi ebyo bateekako n'amatondo g'omusaayi okuggyayo message eri kino omwana wattu ekyaffe the British government and jihad kikulaga the beauty of jihad nti jihad omusiraamu n'atali musiraamu agyetaaga atya nti ekigambo kyennyini jihad kitegeeza to strive ijtihad eyo gy'obeera omuntu akola n'obeera nga you are striving towards a good cause nga ogezaako okutakabana obeere ng'obeerako nekyotuukiriza ekirungi mu bulamu
otakabana okubaako ekirungi kyotuukako era otakabana okubaako ekibi kye weesonyiwa.
Very good. Kakati wano we tuli mu faculty y'aba engineers tubasanze batakabana nga basoma ebitabo ekyo kyennyini kye bakola bali mu jihad.
Allahu akbar. Amma Nabbi sallallahu kutukuga n'omukyala agenze muleeba bw'afa abanga afiiridde mu jihad ali mu kutakabana kuleeta bulamu ku nsi.
Bo bannaffe message gye baafunamu baalowooza nti bwe tukoona ku jihadi bwe pa buli omu ng'ogwa wansi.
Jihadi kitegeeza kuyiwa musaayi so nga ate maama Nabbi gwagambye nti naye afanga mujahidi aba aleeta bulamu mu nsi. Ate okanyonyodde bulungi omulabi wa Hill TV gw'atasobodde kujja wano ekirungi bino ebitabo kansubire tebigenda kukoma Mbarara wabaawo omuntu wabisanga ewalala watali wano
wayitirivu tuyina ze twandiise headquarters ez'enjawulo osobola okusanga ebitabo bino mu ggwanga lyonna ne ku international level naye omulabi waffe wa Hill TV yagende bugenzi ku www.alislam.org ajja kufunako message eyo gye munnyonnyola n'ebitabo ebyo ajja bifuna ate bw'anaaba ali wano mu Uganda wonna buli wanaalaga buli region genda mu west genda mu east genda mu central genda everywhere Mbale Masaka Fort Portal Mbarara wano
awo wenkusibidde akalipo ndaba ekitabo ky'esswala wano naye nga tusomeseddwa aba Ahmadiyya ensaala eyammwe endala musaalira ku ntebe kibula yammwe kansuubire byebiri muno kitabo kya swala actually ndabyewo ekyolungereza ekyolungereza kyendabe kikino
nekya French sisobola kikulaga wano kiri waleeri naye ng'ebitabo biri mu gundi ez'ennimi ez'enjawulo ekitabo ekyo mwana wattu kikujjirayo era mu Uganda kyekitabo kimu bye twasooka okufulumya nti twali bamukisa twakifulumya mu ku independence kwennyini bannaffe baali bajaganya okubeera ku independence eri eya bulijjo eri political ffe nga tujaganya okufulumya ekitabo ekikwatagana ku swala era kyafulumwa mu 1962 ekitabo ekyo kinnyonnyodde abantu buli nsonga buli kika kya swala yonna in detail mweri omwo eswala ezisukka mu 10 n'okweyongerayo nti eno ya swala ekwatagana kuziika ene swala ekwatagana ku 5 salawati zino faziri dhuhuri asiri magharibi isha biki ene swala ekwatagana ku enjuba bwebeeranga ekwataganye n'omwezi osaala otya yes kusuufu bazisala batya eno eswala ekwatagana ku idi zombiriri solatul idaini eya solatul janaza byonna mwebiri ey'okutya
ya rabbi
zonna buli swala gye wali owuliddeko ofuna otya wudhu biki in detail mu swala eyo binyonyolebwako
so ebigambo biri bijweteke ekyo kintwala kintwala ku kitabo our teaching enjigiriza yammwe waweeyawukanira n'abalala
enjigiriza yaffe weyawukanira n'awalala mwana wattu eyawukana mu kantu katono nnyo bwe kati nti ffe ng'abayisiraamu aba Ahmadiyya enjawulo gye tulina tugoberera ekitabo ekitukuvu Qur'ani okuva we kitandikira paka we kikoma ku ebyo bye kibeera kyogedde so si ffe bye tulowooza tugitwala nti ye constitution. Kati ekitabo ekyo our teaching kinnyonnyola emirembe egy'omuyisaamu Ahmadiyya bw'asaanidde okweyisaamu bw'abeera ng'ali mu dduniya muno. Kati our teaching ekyo in summary kisamalayizinga eddiini y'obusiraamu yonna
ng'omusiraamu bw'alina okweyisa
otya.
Komaawo seeka ebitabo ndaba bingi bw'onaasalawo kubinnyonnyola byonna kubimalayo amalusu gayinza okuggwa mu kamwa naye kantu katono nnyo nga tegannakalira tunaakuwa amazzi. Ndabyewo wano qaida yassaruna alquran nga mwe mulina eyammwe kitabu mubini
ebyo bigambo
actually ndeetera ku kitabu mubini mpaayo Qur'an emwawo abikwanaganye tulabe butya bwe bikwatagana qaida yassaruna alquran. Naye ate kuno ndabako Majidi
mulimu Majidi anti biri matendo Majidi Hakimu ebyo byonna matendo agaweebwa ekitabo ekitukuvu Qur'ani nga gwe banakuyita kojja.
Si kitabo kyammwe toli mu kwebalama kibuuzo.
Nedda taata, si kitabo kyaffe, kitabo kya nsi yonna, sina kya busiraamu. Bayirewo abasiraamu bamanyi ekyo kitabo ky'abasiraamu no. Aga amateeka gakwatagana ku buli muntu yenna kasita kibanga kitonde mukristaayo ani kimukakatako okukiyiga.
Kitabu mubini kitegeeza
kitabu mubini anti kaakati obuzibu bwe buvudde. Baganda baffe bagenda ne baleeta ekigambo ekyo nti kitabu mubini ne bakikalubya ne balowooza nti ekyo kitabo kiri separate. Okay? Ekigambo kyo kirambulula nti ekintu ekiri ekitabo ekireeta ekintu ne kibeera very clear bulungi.
Ekitangaaza.
Oliza oluganda olutuufu. Okutangaza nga bw'okuba light.
Ekikuba tooki.
Very good. Ekikuba tooki. Omuntu nalaba wabadde enzikiza nalabawo light. Kati ekintu ekyo kyabeera akozesezza ekitabo kino kye kikola.
Nga gy'alaga talabayo tamanyiyo ne kimuwa guidance.
Yeyo kitabu mubini. Kakati
ekitegeeza bwe nsanga Qur'anul Majid nensanga Qur'anul Karim nensanga Qur'an Hakim tebiba kitabo kipya.
Baba boogera ku kitabo eki nga bwe tunaagamba nti Bashiri senga, Bashiri taata, Bashiri
kojja,
Bashiri
jajja.
Ago gonna matendo ga muntu omu. Tekitegeeza nti abona bagenda kujjanga bitonde byanjawulo no. Nekiri ekitabo ekitukuvu Qur'an kiina mu Qur'an al-Hakim kitegeeza ekitabo ekirimu ebyamagezi. Okiraba nti yes nti ekitabo Qur'an al-Karim ekitabo ekitiibwa. Okiraba kati kitabo kyekimu ekyo kyebanyuma
eno yassaruna eyigiriza Qur'an etali mubini etali Majidi etali Hakimu wabula Qur'an yonna.
Nga wano omwana n'atubuuza ekibuuzo nti kati nze okusoma bino nkole ntya mbisoma ntya. Ansa nga tolina katabo kano wano toyita.
Ate nina challenge gye nsanga mu yassaruna ezisinga obungi. Omwana bw'aba talina musomesa tagisoma. Eno guli gutya.
Kaakati ate eno kyekyenjawulo kyerina ku yassaruna endala. Yassaruna zirimu amateeka ze twandiyise lessons naye ezisinga yassaruna ze batunda ku street teziggwayo. Kati eno yassaruna ekyenjawulo kyerina emalayo amakulu nti omuntu asobola okugitandika nga talabanga ku musomesa n'agimaliriza nga asobola okusoma ekitabo ekitukuvu Qur'an nga talabye ku musomesa
ng'asomesa omusomesa
nga yeesomesezza ye mwennyini nti kyasimplifyingibwa n'omukristaayo obutatya bigambo ebirimu n'ebyoluwarabu bye bayita ebyekisiraamu.
Kitogenda n'onywa ku mazzi. Salaamu alaykum.
Wa alaykum salaam wa rahmatullah.
Omulabi wa Hill TV jangu tugende kakati oyo abadde mukulu ow'ebitabo. Assaawa eno njagala kutwalako eri muganda wange owa Humanity First. Nabo tebalutumidde mwana omukulu owa Humanity First naye talutumidde mwana nyambo nkwatire kuwayo Hakim ojje tugende mpola mpola. Omukulu owa Humanity First naye ali wano era mu bintu byakola. Nja kusaba wa kamera wano ndowooza nja kusaba mukadde wange osembereko wano. Mukadde wange awo omulaba bulungi sibwe kiri omulaba bulungi. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm so happy and humbled to see you here today.
Thank you so much. I'm humbled to see you too.
What is Humanity First and what are they doing here?
Humanity First is an NGO which has existed for so long in this world. It was set up in 1991 by then the fourth head of the Ahmadiyya Muslim community, basically to reach the people who are in need, regardless of their political affiliation, gender, or country. It is an organization that has been in operation and responding to different humanitarian situations. And I speak apparently, the organization is set up close to 66 countries, and basically these countries, we are focused on countries which are poor, or third world countries, and Uganda is a beneficiary. In Uganda, Humanity First got registered in 2007, and immediately all the programs were activated. And that goes to your question you asked, that what are we doing? We have close to 8 programs, and it is through these 8 programs that we are responding to humanitarian need. One is the program of disaster relief, which is the backbone of the organization. I'll just give you a little story that there was a disaster in Asia. By then, Hazrat Tahir, the fourth head of the Ahmadiyya Muslim community, was approached by some individuals who were struck by the disaster. These people approached him, shivering, helpless, hungry. The head of the Ahmadiyya Muslim community had to give them his clothes from his closet, looking at the situation they were in, fed them with food. And from there, that's when he came up with the idea of putting up a sustainable organization that would respond to people who would be under such situations. So, disaster relief, whenever there is a disaster in any part of this world, and where Humanity First has been officially registered, Humanity First responds. And whenever there is a disaster, people become homeless, they become psychologically tortured, they are closeless. So Humanity First responds and gives that temporary assistance, food, it gives medication. We have a team of doctors who go and respond. Recently, we have been so much in many jurisdictions of Uganda, like Bududa, Kasese, mostly in these parts that are commonly affected by floods and the storms. Humanity First has been there. And we have been giving all those services I've been talking about. Then we have a project of community care, whereby Humanity First, under this project, goes around, picks up a group of individuals from the community having or suffering from a similar situation that needs response, like the elderly, like those hospitals without beds, sick beds. We have disabled people without wheelchairs. Humanity First has been responding to them. Mothers, expecting mothers without mama kits, Humanity First has been responding to them. And even mosquito nets, those ones without them. And the disclaimer is that Humanity First gives these services free of charge.
I'm sorry, I'm just going to break for a little bit. There's one of the beneficiaries from this exhibition. I would like to have an interview, just a few minutes, then I get back to you, because it seems we have a lot that we need to know about Humanity First. I'm going to request my cameraman to follow me. I see one of colleagues here who got interest from this exhibition, and I need to ask a few questions. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bana munasonyi wangudde mu mbozi wanyumira naye nsanzo omukulu omu kubazza okulaba omwoleso guno. Nsaba atubuulire, tuli ku Hill TV era tuli live. Atubuulire ki kyennyini ekyamakulu kyalabye sofa mu mwoleso guno nga sinnatuuka ku mmwe.
Mu ntegeera yange waliyo ebintu eby'omendayo mbere sibimanyi mu Busiraamu. Kati nganze mu Busiraamu wange wa bulijjo, I never at one point had anything until the Mahdi has already come and we are now heading towards Qiyamah. But I've had it today. Previously, from my mindset, nali nkimanyi nti Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam yatugamba nti the Mahdi will come. Kati in my perspective, he is yet to come. sigamba nti he has already come. Ekyo kyendabye ekyamakulu leero wano.
Yeah, according to him and what he thought or what he knew is that the Mahad has not yet come. Era awulidde kipya wano okumubikira n'okumugamba nti munnange olinda lubugo lubaale mubbe Imam Mahdi yajja dda. Bw'atyo nno ne Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam bwe yajja okulangirira eri bannamakka nti nzize gye muli nga omubaka ne beesuulirayo gwa naggamba. Nkukakasa gwe omulabi wa Hill TV bangi abazze n'endowooza bwetyo era ne bafuna amawulire agali so surprising. Naye engeri gye kiri nti we are here to share knowledge. You never know, he might be right, they might be wrong abazze okwekizibitinga wano, oba they might be right, he might be wrong. It is upon each one of them to prove the other one wrong or right. Sebo mukama wange ensonga y'omukulu ogiwulidde yendowooza ye ne irimu ye gyalina emulaga nti Nabbi sallallahu kituufu yalanga Imam Mahdi ng'enkomerere n'atera okutuuka, wabula ye mu mutima tannakakasa okusinziira ku byalabye wano era talina bukakafu bulaga nti Imam Mahdi yajja dda. Ngenda kusaba oleeta obukakafu n'obujulizi obulaga nti yajja dda, naye oba oli awo akuwa obulaga nti tannajja.
Eso neyanzeege wabula mpozi okuba nti muyinza okuba nga muzeemu a little bit late kuba musiraamu munnange tubaye tubinyonyodde byonna, wabula for the benefit of the viewers njagala mbategeeze nti Imam Mahdi yajja dda era abakyamulinze ndowooza mwana badde musambyasambyako kuba obubonero byonna tubulabye. Ekyokulabirako omubaka yatugamba nti sallallahu alayhi wasallam yushiku ayati ala nasi zamanun la yabuka min al-islam illa ismuhu wa la yabuka min al-Qur'an illa rasmuhu masajiduhum amiratu wa hiya kharab min al-huda ulama'uhum sharru man tahta adimi as-sama min indihim takhruju al-fitna wa fihim ta'ud. Nga hadithi tugamba nti kijja kubaawo mu biseera ebyoluvannyuma mu umma yange nti obusiraamu bujja kusigaza linnya lyokka era Qur'an esigaze tradition ey'okugisoma yokka, emizikiti gijja kuzimbibwa naye zijja kubanga tegiri mu bulungamu. Aba ulama abamanyi bajja kubanga be basinga okuba ababi under the canopy of the earth, era fitina ejja kuva mu bo era emadde baddire. Ebyo byonna tubirabyeko. Emizikiti mu mawanga nga Afghanistan n'awalala gikozesebwa okutraininga abantu abakozi b'ebikolobero abatujju naye obubonero bubanga tubulabye kiki ekirala kyetubanga tulinze ba ulama ate ffe mu Uganda wano tubirabiddeko ddala
emizikiti gyafuuka campaign centers.
Exactly. Osanga politician upon politician bunga bonna besiima mu mizikiti.
N'abasiraamu ne baawukana, oli tayagala wakadi eri ono tayagala wakadi eri, olutalo ne baluteeka mu muzikiti.
Very good. Ng'ate n'ekyo kitadde ku mabbali tubadde tukimanyi nti waliwo emizikiti egirwanagana mizikiti ginnaajo nga kwegamba olaba ng'ate ebizibu byonna bisibuka mu baulama baabwe abakulembeze baabwe ate bimala ate ne bibaddira.
Seka wange omulabi wa Hill TV ayagala kukakasa obubonero gye buli, njagalayo bubiri bwokka bumenye obulaga nti Imam Mahdi yajja.
Obubonero mu hadithi yennyini gye nsomye kugambye nti obusiraamu bujja kusigaza linnya nti ne Qur'an ejja kusigaza tradition y'okugisoma naye nga temujja kubaamu bulungamu n'emizikiti gyajja kuzimbibwa. Ekirala ekinandibadde nkomekerezaayo nakyo nti horses or donkeys shall not anymore be used as a means of transport. Today omuntu bw'onaabanga oyagala gendako wonna w'oyagala okugenda n'okwata nti ogenda kugendera ku ŋŋamiya bajja kukusekerera. Olwaleero tulina emmotoka, tulina ennyonyi, tulina trains, tulina n'obugaali.
Kyogamba okuva e Kampala okujja wano tewajjidde ku ŋŋamiya seeka, tolimba bantu yogera mazima.
Era n'omwana omuto asobola okumpaako obujulizi nti tosobola kukwata ŋŋamiya y'ogijjawa wano mu Uganda.
Tweyanziza nnyo tweyanzeege. Kati njagala mukadde wange naye atubuulire ye lwaki asigala akya insistinga nti Imam Mahdi tannaba kujja despite the few signs that you have mentioned.
Nga woyogedde sigenda agamba I'm insisting. Ate sigenda agamba nti I've accepted that Imam Mahdi has come. Ekizwa okugamba nti with my mindset nze nali nkiraba nti he is yet to come and not yet nti amaze okujja. Ne maybe inshallah ekyo kibuuzo tewandibuuzaako seeka ayinamu irimu okunsinga maybe yandikizeemu nze nga nze
actually mubumpimpi kyatayagadde kwogera muganda wange amazima gali nti he is not convinced. That is the right word to use, right? He is not insisting, but maybe if he is convinced ayinza oba oliawo okubeera nga akkaanya naawe. For information, si buli kibuuzo nti seeka asobola okiddamu, ekyo njagala okimanye. Eriyo n'ebibuuzo ebimu nga byabuuzibwa Nabbi sallam, Allah najja at his rescue. Okay? N'abanga abagamba nti kakati abo kye babuuza baddemu bwoti. Eri ebibuuzo ebimu ng'ojja kwetaaga Qur'ani yennyini ekole ki ebikuddemu. Eri ebibuuzo ebimu nga Nabbi sallam bw'aba takuyambye kubiddamu, teri mumanyi ku dduniya agenda kukola ki kubiddamu, kubanga ffe obwongo obwaffe buli defective, bubaako obumogo. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala yatalina kamogo, ate tasobola kutuma nabbi oba oliawo alina kamogo mu byonna mu byakola. So bwe tuba tunoonya, this is just advice to you and to the rest of our viewers. In case olina kyonoonyerezaako kyonna nga kyekuusa ku ddiini, sooka kumanya Mukama Katonda yagamba ki. Kyonna omuntu ajja n'ekikontana n'ekya Mukama Katonda ye yakugamba waraditu lakumul islaama diini, yakusiimira eddiini obusiraamu mwoli, nga ze n'ekikontana n'ekyo ye yagikusiimira, then ebyoli ne bwabanga bw'aba atambula enkuba eyimiriramu bweti ne mugamba sooka oyitewo yo, sooka omuveeko. Bw'aba atambula emmotoka ziyimirira ayitewo, totwala kigambo kye nga Katonda alina kyagambye. That is a humble advice. So in case of any research, consult the Holy Quran first. Whoever deviates or differs from its teaching nga Katonda alina kyagambye, then just know ayina ekikye kyayisaawo. Naye mu byonna munansonyiwangudde bugwi mu mboozi yammwe, kambeeka abalala bennoonya insha Allah nga bwe tugenda mu maaso. Hill TV bwetyo bwe tukusuubiza, we keep you in the know. Abo babadde mukubaganya birowoozo ku nsonga eya Imam Mahdi. Omu bambi ng'agamba tannajja, omulala ng'agamba aze. Mu kaseera kano nja kusaba mukadde wange ali mu control room atutwaleko eri ku must eri baganda baffe ku exhibition endala nga bwe tulindirira ebiddako wano. Kyonna ekigwa wano ngenda kukikutuusaako insha Allah. Mukadde wange mu control room nja kusaba atutwaleko ewa muganda wange Salim ku must tumanye ki ekigenda mu maaso. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. from this to this. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Holy Quran, Ba'da billahi minash shaitanir rajim, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, وَجَعَلْنَا مِنَ الْمَاءِ كُلَّ شَيْءٍ حَيٍّ. This simply means that each and every living thing was created from water, and it implies that the norm everywhere that water is life is true or is right. The people of Kidera were saved once again. In the heart of Uganda, nestled deep within the Kidera region of Biende district, lies the village of Chauka. For generations, life here has been defined by a fundamental struggle, the desperate search for clean, pure water. The journey is long, the burden heavy, young and old alike trek miles under the scorching sun. Their destination, a murky pond. A shared source with animals, a breeding ground for diseases. For years, this has been their reality. But hope has finally sprung forth in this parched land. The unwavering commitment of Humanity First Uganda has brought a life-changing gift to the people of Chauka, a source of clean, pure water, a borehole offering a lifeline of health and dignity. Witness the transformation. No longer will the people of Chauka be forced to endure the hardship and health risk of contaminated water. Now smiles replace worry, and the promise of a healthier future flows freely. From the grateful hearts of Chauka, a heartfelt thank you to Masoud Mirza, who donated on behalf of Mirza Masoud Ahmad. Your compassion has quenched a thirst that has lasted for far too long. You have given the gift of life itself. The story of Chauka reminds us to the profound impact a small act of kindness can have. Let us all be inspired to lend a hand, to bring hope and vital resources to communities in need. Together, we can make a world of difference. Consider supporting organizations like Humanity First Uganda and help bring clean water to more communities like Chauka. Such are the smiles that you can put on people's faces. Water is life. Humanity First, water for life. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. From the video that you've been watching, it's one of the projects that these gentlemen from Humanity First do. It's a water for lucky enough to be involved in the video that you have watched. It's a Water for Life project, and I would like him to explain a little bit more about what this project does. Humanity First Uganda, serving mankind, Water for Life project. What does it do?
Thank you so much, brother. Humanity First Uganda, through the project of Water for Life, as you hear the theme, serving mankind and also reaching their need, you realize that when you look at the Trans-Saharan Africa, we have a problem of scarcity of water, and you realize that people are really suffering from accessing safe drinking water. besides having scarcity of water, you also realize that there are people accessing contaminated water. They might be having water, but the water is not very, very safe. So through that, you might first is trying to first give people access to safe water for use through constructing manual boreholes. In Uganda here, we have been in so many parts of Uganda, eastern part, and also far going up to some parts of Soroti and some parts of Bukedi. Those are some of the areas in Uganda. I realize that especially when we are in dry season, people lack water. And also you might first is reaching areas where there's water like springs, but when those waters are not safe, you might first go ahead to protect those wells, and we have done quite so many. We might first has constructed so many manual boreholes in parts of Busoga, parts of Bukedi, parts of when you go far to Bugisu. These are areas you realize that people are not really safe when it comes to using safe drinking water. That's what the project of Water for Life is all about.
Any other projects, if you are to be brief?
You might first, if I'm to talk about projects, we shall need more than a week, but let me a little bit brief. We have a project of orphan care. As you know, whenever you're orphaned and you don't have a parent who is taking care of you, you become hopeless. So you might first take up orphans in their areas of jurisdiction. They provide all the basic necessities like education, clothing. They are giving medical treatment, just like a parent does to the child. You might first Uganda or in other parts of the world, they take over orphans and give these children help. And you might first Uganda has gone far to establish an orphanage, which is in Kabarore district, Fort Photo, where these orphans are going to be brought up in. As we speak, you might first Uganda has already taken up more than 300 orphans since its operation, and these people are being given hope in life through education, through medication, through giving them basic needs. Another project I will talk about is food security. Food security project, just like you hear the name, here we look at transforming our farmers from having the mindset of subsistence to the mindset of being commercialized. You realize that in Africa we still have land, particularly in my country, Uganda. You find people seated on acres of land but crying of what? Poverty. But you might first come up through sensitization programs, and they train farmers. After training farmers, they give them improved breeds of animals, if at all they are what? Farmers. Instead of looking after these local breeds, might first provide them improved breeds of animals. For example, now our focus on goats. We give farmers goats, which we think in a short time these goats would be of best use compared to these local ones that they are being focused on. The same with agriculture, that is planting crops. We do focus on providing them with specific seeds of planting in that particular area. And even after our team and the management of the Food Security Committee, they go ahead to follow up and do sensitization and also follow up and see whether the project is being implemented very well. Then we also have a project of global health. Here we get a team of medics, both globally, who come and camp and give people free medical treatments. Last year we were in Budaka Health Center. For here we do collaboration with government facilities. Last year we were in Budaka Health Center where we had a team of doctors both globally and locally who gave people treatment in specified areas of medication. We had dentists, we had gynecologists, hematologists, we also had the cardiologists and doctors of general medicine who camped in the Budaka, treated people free of charge. And those who needed the referrals, they were managed in Mbarara Referral Hospital. All this were done free of charge and a team of volunteers. Lastly, I will talk about, not lastly but not least, I will talk about a project of Gift of Sight. This project basically focuses on giving people their lost sight. You realize, my brother and sister, that if you have been seeing, then all of a sudden you lose your sight, you become psychologically tortured, or you die slowly. So you might first hear through the project of Gift of Sight, they make medical camps or they conduct medical camps, and this has been so much in eastern Uganda, where the government has reported several that we have so many eye diseases there. So you might first has made a collaboration with Mbarara Referral Hospital. They are conducting the screenings, and after having operations done in Mbarara Referral Hospital for those who are screened during the camps. Then the project of Knowledge for Life, here we are trying to bridge the gap, or trying to make sure people are being educated at low costs, and also we are making sure we train people in hands-on, in that whenever people finish studies, they become employed on themselves or they create jobs on themselves. And through that, you might first have set up technical and vocational training centers. And we have our institution set up in the Budaka district, right now operating both certificates and diploma courses in technical education. And also we have one also in Chotera, where people are being enrolled at low costs of payment or fees, and also these people are being trained with skills like tailoring, to make sure that these people, after their training, these people get education that will enable them, after completing, not to be unemployed.
Thank you so much, my brother. That is my brother from Humanity First, Bashir. At this very moment, by this time you know that whatever is happening here has been broadcasted to you. You have watched inside of the Innovation Hall what is taking place here. You have seen what's happening outside here in as far as the book exhibition is concerned. It's very sad that we have come to a time where we have to say bye-bye, but we have nothing to do about it except to concur, or to agree with what time wants us to do. Your host Nambale Bashir. Until we meet again, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. From this to this. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Holy Quran, Ba'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, وَجَعَلْنَا مِنَ الْمَاءِ كُلَّ شَيْءٍ حَيٍّ. This simply means that each and every living thing was created from water. And it implies that the norm everywhere that water is life is true or is right. The people of Kidera were saved once again. In the heart of Uganda, nestled deep within the Kidera region of Biende district, lies the village of Chauka. For generations, life here has been defined by a fundamental struggle, the desperate search for clean, pure water. The journey is long, the burden heavy. Young and old alike trek miles under the scorching sun. Their destination, a murky pond. A shared source with animals, a breeding ground for diseases. For years, this has been their reality. But hope has finally sprung forth in this parched land. The unwavering commitment of Humanity First Uganda has brought a life-changing gift to the people of Chauka, a source of clean, pure water, a borehole offering a lifeline of health and dignity. Witness the transformation. No longer will the people of Chauka be forced to endure the hardship and health risk of contaminated water. Now smiles replace worry, and the promise of a healthier future flows freely. From the grateful hearts of Chauka, a heartfelt thank you to Masood Mirza, who donated on behalf of Mirza Masood Ahmad. Your compassion has quenched a thirst that has lasted for far too long. You have given the gift of life itself. The story of Chauka reminds us to the profound impact a small act of kindness can have. Let us all be inspired to lend a hand, to bring hope and vital resources to communities in need. Together, we can make a world of difference. Consider supporting organizations like Humanity First Uganda and help bring clean water to more communities like Chauka. Such are the smiles that you can put on people's faces. Water is life. Humanity First, water for life.
الوقت يدعو مصلحا ومجددا فارموا بنظر طاهر وجناني
Hill TV, keeping you in the know.